Yay! Go me! I'm recording! Fuck. Hey guys, it's me, Stella Sims 101, and welcome back to my channel. So today we have a little speed build. I have a little speed build for you guys. Sorry, I haven't done this in a while, so like I'm kinda it's bad. It's gonna be bad, but you know, it's fine because we're gonna get through it together. So, hey, how's it going, guys? It's been a couple minutes here. Have been very busy since I've last talked to you guys, / seen you guys, / whatever. I have quite a few things to talk about today. I wrote it down on my phone. I have it in my notes because there's literally so much that I need to like talk to you guys about. Like literally, look at this. Hello? You probably couldn't even see that, so that's cool, but you know, it's a long list. So without further ado, I'm not going to talk about this house. Actually, you know what? I'm going to give it just a little second here. Today I'm building, and you know, I don't know who thought it was a good idea for me to, like, build again. Like, this is my, I guess, like, reintroduction to hopefully be coming back to the channel and stuff. Who said that was okay? Who said that I could build as my, like, intro back into the channel? Because that's just a terrible idea. Like, who done it? Who fucking done it? I need to know. Anyways, it's quite trash, to be completely honest with you. And I mean, what's new? Even when I was, like, building on a regular basis, nothing's changed. Anyways, this is actually the house I was gonna use for my cats and dogs let's play. But it's December, as you can see, and you know, no cats and dogs let's play, so I'm probably going to forego a cats and dogs let's play on my channel, which I know might be a little disheartening, but I might like do what I was planning on doing on Twitch or something, but like I feel like it's too late for me to do a cats and dogs let's play, so I'm just gonna not. High school. I'm a senior in high school. You guys probably, some of you guys probably know that. Maybe some of you guys didn't. I don't know. I am a senior in high school, and junior year was not the hardest year. Let me just give you a little warning there, you juniors who are like, oh, freak this, like, I'm gonna die today. Like, this is the day. I am dead now because of all this stress and homework, etc. It's really difficult, I would say. I mean, it's not difficult, it's just time consuming. Like, I have so many assignments every day that are just like super time consuming, and it's so annoying because like I don't want it. Like I did not ask for this. Like I thought this was my senior year, like it was gonna be chill, and like I only have like 4 classes, so like it'll be fine. Like it's gonna be so much less stressful. They made it their sole goal in life to prove me wrong, apparently, because it's probably just as intense as if I had like 6 classes, honestly. So yeah, I have homework every day, and it's usually like I'm usually doing it all day. Or because I do like work, sort of. I babysit, and they always ask me, like every week I'm babysitting at least a few times, which sucks because like all my babysitting families know that I do online school, and so they're like, oh, this is perfect. I can now like ask her to do stuff that's like during the day, like in the middle of the day when regular kids are at school. She can just come right over and babysit our kids, which is fine. I'm fine with that, except I'm not, because I'm a bit of a, like, I don't know, perfectionist. I don't know if that's like the right word to describe what I'm about to say, but like I'm a bit organized as well. Like I like to do things at a certain time, and like it's just scheduled, and like I don't know. I like to do things in a certain way, and when I get asked to babysit during the day, it kind of throws off my entire schedule, because when I come home from babysitting, I literally don't want to do anything like that. It's usually like at least 2 kids at once, and I mean for this one family. Actually for the other it's only, well, sometimes it's 2. I don't basically, guys, it's just, it gets really stressful, and I when I come home, I'm really tired. Like all I want to do is just like take a nap and like not do anything. So I usually, like, I try to do as much as I can, but like I have zero motivation after babysitting, so it's pretty difficult to like do school after I babysit. So it takes me a lot longer, especially after babysitting, and so that's, I don't know, my whole day is basically consumed with babysitting and homework. And that's my life. That is my life at this point. Which sucks, because, like, you know, I have friends who I want to go and do things with, and can't really, like, even bring it up to, like, schedule something, because I need to, like, I feel like I need to keep my schedule free for babysitting. Another thing, I have found out that I prioritize babysitting over school. Like, I prioritize work and, like, making money over school. Which is bad. I know that's bad. I'll drop any of my school stuff, even if it's like super important, and I'll go and babysit. My parents are always like, you know, you could say no, you could just like say that you're busy right now, and even my friends are like, oh, just like say no. And I can't say no. Like okay, I'm a person who, even like if it's a stranger, like of course the babysitting families that I babysit aren't like strangers to me or anything. I don't know, even if I'm not close with somebody or something, I still just like, I can't say no because I don't want to inconvenience somebody else. I worry about the well-being and like stress level of other people, because I know how stressful it must be to have 3 kids, 0 time to do anything, just yourself, and you just don't have any time anymore. I try to put myself in their position, and oh, you know, it must be pretty difficult, because everyday tasks like going to the grocery store becomes 10 times more difficult with 3 kids or whatever. So like I want to not make them as stressed, and but by doing that I make myself more stressed. Which is fine, because I'm fine. You guys know me, I'm fine. But anyways, I feel like I'm really on a tangent right now. I don't know why I'm spending so much time talking about this, but yeah, high school is very stressful. Oh my god, this has been such a mess already. Why do you guys even watch me? You guys unsub, hit that unsub, smash that unsub button right now. College is, you know, right around the corner, and I am in the process of signing up for classes and doing all that, so that's especially stressful. Like, I don't know, that whole thing is super, I don't know how many other ways I can say stressed or stressful, but just know I'm stressed out about that. But I went to college, like the actual campus, I think it was a week ago, maybe it was 2 weeks ago, I don't know. I went to college for the first time, the campus for the first time, and mind you, I don't know, what was I wearing? I don't think it was that crazy. I was wearing like a jacket because it was cold, legging sweats, so I was kind of looking bummy, I don't know. But I was wearing heels because I was, you know, trying to keep it classy, trying to make it so I didn't look so much like a bum, you know, because I feel like a heel, you could be wearing sweats and a heel would make you be like, oh, where's she going? She going to fucking impress, dressed to impress, she looking good. Like, the heels make all the difference. So I wore my ankle boots. And they're not really heels, I guess, but they're ankle boots. Well, story time. Well, first hour. I was only there for an hour. First hour of college story time. Okay, so just picture this. Let's see. Your class, okay. Let me preface this first before you start imagining my whole situation. I had a class for the placement test. It was like a prepare for it type of class and to like help you study or whatever. And so that started at 4. Okay, so picture this now. It's 3:50. It's 3:50 and you are just in the parking lot trying to find a parking spot. Oh my god, did that rhyme? I think I just unintentionally rhymed. I don't know whether to be proud or embarrassed. I feel like embarrassed. Also, I don't know how to pay. Where do you pay for parking? I was thinking, like, what? I was looking all over the place. I thought that there were these, like, little machines and I was like, oh, maybe that's where it is. Like, I kind of had a hunch, but I wasn't sure. It's a parking structure, and I go at the top where there's, like, you know, it's not enclosed, because, like, I don't want to park in an actual, like, enclosed parking lot, because that's sketchy. So I go where there's, you know, light and air and stuff like that. I'm frantically parking, and then I grab my phone out of my purse, and I'm, like, calling my friend. I'm like, where do you pay for parking right now? Where is it? I don't know where it is. And she was like, oh, yeah, there should be, like, a little machine, and you just put in money and stuff. And I was like, okay, thank God. I thought that was it, but I wasn't sure. I'm walking over there with my phone, you know, talking to my friends still, because, I don't know, I felt like I should just keep talking to someone while I'm doing this just in case. Okay, let me just give you a little picture of how I'm looking here. I'm balancing my phone on my shoulder, talking to my friend. My purse is falling out of my shoulder, and I'm like trying to grab ones out of my wallet. And then, okay, I'm trying to insert the dollar bills. It costs $2 to pay for all day parking or whatever. Trying to insert them dollar bills, and it's not taking them. I'm putting them in, and then when I pull them out to like try again, then it goes like as I'm pulling it out, and I'm like, oh my god, it was so annoying. And so then I'm like trying to do it, and then I glance behind me, and like there's somebody there waiting, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Like I said it out loud because I felt so bad. I didn't know how long he was there watching me. I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. And he was like, no, it's okay, don't worry about it. Like, I'm sure it was pretty fucking obvious that I don't do this very often, that I'm new here and I don't know how this whole thing works. So then I'm like really like, fuck, take my money now. Take it. I don't want it anymore. And it finally takes my dollar bills or whatever, and I get the ticket as I'm leaving. I'm like, I'm so sorry. And he was like, no, don't even worry about it. And I was like, thank you. So I put my parking ticket in the in my car, in the dash, and I'm walking to this building that I'm supposed to be going to. I get in the building, and it's, mind you, at this point, it's about 3:50, 55, 56, 57, somewhere around there. And I'm just really trying to get to this class as quick as possible. When you walk in the building, this building that I'm in, you can go up or you can go down. I was supposed to go down, but I went up because I had a specific room number I was supposed to go to, but I didn't want to look on this wall directory thing because I didn't want to look like I didn't know what I was doing. Even though nobody cares, and I don't think anybody was even behind me to like be like, oh man, I already know she knew. What the fuck is she doing? I go up blindly, and I notice that I'm on the wrong floor, and I'm like, well, shoot, do I keep walking straight, or do I turn around, make it look like I'm stupid and don't know what I'm doing, and then walk down the stairs? Even though I'm pretty sure the latter option would have been fine, because I'm pretty sure there was no one behind me, like, that whole time I was, like, debating in my head. So I just was like, all right, I'm just gonna keep going and hope for the best. So I keep going, and I realize that there's another staircase at the end of this hallway or whatever. So I'm like, oh, beautiful. This is a beautiful day. I don't have to look like a fool. So I'm walking, and I hear someone behind me go like,
hi.
And I thought, naturally, I thought they were talking to someone else. Like, I don't know anybody here, so like, who's talking to me? Like, nobody's talking to me. I hear them again, like, after a few seconds, because I just kept walking and I didn't even turn around. And I hear it again, I'm like, and they're like,
hi.
So I turn around and I'm like, and it's this guy. And I'm like, oh, can I help you? And he's like,
oh, I just wanted to say hi.
And I was like, oh, hi. Why is he coming to me? I'm so fucking awkward. Who did that? Why did he do that? Anyways, I'm gonna keep going. He was like,
what's your name?
And so I told him, and he was like,
where do you live?
And I was like, oh shit, what is happening right now? Like, why is this creep asking me where I live? Already feeling so uncomfortable. Like, I didn't want to be here. I didn't want to talk to, sorry, there's like something, you see me like going like this. There's like some fuzz, because I'm like picking at the holes in my jeans, sorry. And so I'm like, you know, just like around the area, you know, just in the general vicinity. Cause I was being so vague. Like once he asked me that question, I was like, over it, we done, I don't want any part of this. So then he was like,
oh yeah, what ethnicity are you?
And I was like, what? So I told him, and he was like,
oh really?
And I was like, yep. Like, what kind of questions are these? I was so creeped out. I didn't ask him any questions, mind you. Like, I was not interested in knowing anything about him. I didn't want to know anything. Although, in hindsight, I probably should have asked, like, what his name was and stuff, because I know how serious this sort of situation could have been. And I'm trying to make light of this situation. Like, I obviously know that this could have been a super, like, bad situation or something. Like, who knows who this guy could have been or whatever. But I'm trying to make it kind of funny and make it light so that it's, you know, I don't know. That's just how I cope with things, honestly. After he asked me that, he's like,
do you wanna hang out? Like, do you want to hang out sometime?
And I was like, oh, no, thank you though. Why am I so fucking awkward? Oh my god, how do you respond to that? I can't. Why is this happening to me? But I felt really bad for saying that. I was like, I have to be somewhere right now, but maybe some other time. And he was like, oh yeah, for sure. And I was like, it was nice meeting you. Cause like, I was like trying to get out of here. And he was like, yeah, you too. And so I start walking and I'm like, thank God it's over. It's fucking over. No, it's not over. He's like, oh, can I get your number then? And I was like, and this is the part where I get really stupid. Like, I was so stupid, I can't believe I did this. I can't believe you done this. I just felt so bad for having rejected him like 5 seconds ago, so I was like, sure. Like, oh my god, you could probably, I can't even imagine how I sounded to him. Like, I probably sounded like I did not want to give my number to him. Like, I was like, sure. Like, I literally said it in that sort of way. Like, I did not want to give my number to him. And so, yeah, I gave him my real number, which was also stupid. But mind you, number one, this has never happened to me. Guys don't approach me. Yeah, I think that's a good enough explanation. guys just don't do that. That's never happened to me. I didn't think to expect it on my first day, my first hour there, not even in class yet. It caught me off guard, and so I just didn't know how to react to it, obviously.
Oh, I'll call you, and you'll know it's my number.
I was like, okay, sure. And so he was like, all right, I'll see you later. No, I was like, all right, I'll see you later. And he was like,
yeah, you too.
And so I'm like fucking running, sprinting down these stairs, trying to get away from him. And he calls my phone, you know, to give me his number or whatever. But then he doesn't stop. Like, it doesn't stop ringing. Like, I thought he was just gonna, like, call and then hang up, right? You know, when it rings or whatever. It kept ringing. Like, it kept calling. It just kept going. And I was like, do you think that I'm going to answer this and walk to class with you? Because that's a big fat N-O, my boy. That ain't gonna fucking happen. I didn't answer, and I get to my class. Some other kid asked me, like, oh, do you know where da-da-da is? And I was like, oh shit, I'm new here. I don't know where anything is. I'm sorry. But also, do you know where my class is? I felt bad for asking that, because, like, he came to ask me, and I didn't know, and then he didn't know where my class was either. Which is fine, because then, like, after I asked him, he was like, and then these, like, ladies at this front desk were like, oh, it's over here, and I was like, thank you, like, to the guy, I was like, oh, thank you, and so I left, because I was late, it was, like, 4:05 or something at this point, so I was running a little late, not my fault, but I could have been there on time, I swear, but, like, obviously all that happened, and so I go into the class, and, you know, it's a good time. There's a guy who sits next to me who's like, he seems pretty cool, you know? Seems pretty cool. Nothing of him. And we go through this presentation thing, and that was it. And so I go home, and, like, or no, on my way out, some guy asked me if I had Yelp, and I was like, why? Why do you need my Yelp? Why do I need to have Yelp? Like, what's the point? And I was like, oh no, sorry dude. And he was like, oh, don't even worry about it, have a nice day. And I was like, you too. And so, like, an hour after I get home, I get an, like, Instagram follow request, and it's the guy who sat next to me in my class that I was in. We're gonna call him Brian at this point. Yeah, we're just gonna call him Brian, because I don't want to disclose his full name or whatever. So it's Brian. Brian has requested to follow me, and I was like, oh, cool, like, maybe we could be friends. Like, I'm trying to make friends. I need some friends, so, like, I'm out here trying to make friends. I don't know, like, who trying to, like, hook up, but, like, I'm trying to make friends. So I accept his follow request, and I, like, follow him back, and everything's fine. He looks a little old in his, like, profile picture and stuff, and I was like, oh, maybe just, like, 22 at the latest or something, 23 or 20, I don't know. I didn't expect to be that old. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like you can't really judge age too much. I don't know. I don't know. Then he slides into my DMs an hour after that. And I was like, oh shit, he really out here. And so we start talking a little bit and stuff like that. And he's like, oh, are you in school still? And I was like, yeah, but I thought he was, like, being friendly, just, like, asking a friendly question. And I was like, yeah, but, you know, I'm graduating, and then I'm gonna attend the spring, and, you know, all that good stuff. And he was like, you're still in school? And I was like, yeah, what about you? And he was like, oh, I didn't know you were that young. And I was like, oh, how old are you? And he was like, I don't even want to tell you now. And I was like, okay. He like was playing this little game, like he wouldn't tell me how old he was. And I was like, okay, dude, you're starting to like freak me out a little bit. I'm getting concerned a little bit. Like, how old are you? And he was like, yo, in the comments right now, take a guess at his age. Take a guess at my boy Brian's age. Fucking Brian, man. He ended up being 28. I can't. How does he not know that I wasn't? Okay. My entire life, I don't get, whoa, didn't know you were that young. I get, whoa, you belong in the 8th grade. What are you doing here? That's what I get. No, this guy, which was refreshing. It was the first time that had ever happened to me. Like, oh, a guy thought I was like, I was older than I actually am. Like, I looked older or something. I don't know. That was just such a flattering compliment to me. But I certainly don't look like 26 or something, 25. Like, I don't know what his dating range is, but like, I certainly don't look in that range. If you, like, I'm 12, what are you doing? So, it was a bizarre day. I got two guys came out to me, and it was stressful. And I told my mom about the creepy one, like, after, and she got, like, so mad at me. And, like, it was like she thought I didn't know that, like, something bad could have happened with that and stuff. Like, I'm super aware of that kind of thing. It's not like I'm stupid. I'm pretty woke. No. Delete channel now. But, like, seriously, like, I know the severity of what it could have been and, like, all that stuff, but it didn't end up being anything. He still calls me to this day. He's called me, like, 7 times, and I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to be, like, blocking his number and stuff, but, you know, no. That obviously ain't happening. Hey guys, it is me from the future, a week later, trying to make sure I don't come off as annoying as I actually am, because I'm pretty annoying. I mean, you could probably tell, but I have a new story for you guys, so that's a good way to, I guess, wrap up this video. Basically, this past week was just absolute ass. Like, it was terrible for me. I hated it. Why is this not focusing? Am I too ugly to focus? I get it. I see you. I see you, Logitech. I fucking see your shit. Yeah, this last week has been really bad. So much has gone wrong, and it's like, I've been a mess this entire week, and it was bad. It was bad. I'm sure those of you who follow me on other socials, y'all know what's been going on, or you know, like, a fraction of what's been going on. It's not even, anyways, this week sucked, but it's a good story. It's the whole this week sucking makes a great story, so that's what I'm gonna give you guys. Okay, I went to college again. Let me start. I have 2 stories, actually. I went back to college again for this group orientation sort of thing, and I thought I made it the entire day without anything happening. I was just, everything had gone okay. I mean, the teacher guy was he was a little touchy, I guess, but I don't know, I guess maybe normal people are touchy, I don't know. But, so I'm walking out. I made it, you guys, I parked in a good parking spot, and I made it to the class kinda late, but, like, the teacher wasn't there yet, so it was fine. And I did everything right, and then, as I'm leaving, you know, this guy, he passes by some girls and some guys. And I was like, okay, he's not gonna, okay. The weird thing is that he kind of stuck out to me for some reason. I don't really know why, but he kind of just, I don't know. There was something about him that I was like, So I'm walking to the parking lot to get to my car, and this guy walks past me, and he's like,
hello there.
And I was like, okay, bye, fucking see you later, see you never again. Oh my god, I don't know why is this happening? So that happened, and that was wild. I was not expecting that. I thought I made it the whole day with nothing happening, but no, then something uncomfortable happened. I feel like he was saying hello there. It wasn't something that elicited a response. Like, he said it in a, I guess, like, I don't know how to describe it, like, sexual way, I guess. It wasn't like he was just like, hi there, or something, where I would be like, oh, hi. No, it was like in a way that I felt like I couldn't say anything to that. I mean, it's like every time I go to college, something happens, and it's whack. It's whack. Why is it happening to me? I don't know. Anyways, the real story that I wanted to tell you guys was, this just happened a few days ago, but I was babysitting. I was babysitting at these people. I babysit for them a lot, so it's not anything weird or anything. They live in a really nice neighborhood. I'll just tell you that much. It's a very well-off neighborhood, and it was around 5:10 or so. I had just gotten done. She was like, we said goodbye, and I didn't take my car because my car was having problems, so we had to take it into the shop. So I walk out of their house, and I don't see my mom because she was gonna pick me up, and I call her and I'm like, oh, where are you? And she was like, oh, you know, I'm coming, I'm about a few minutes away. And I was like, okay, I'll just start walking then. I'll start walking to where you're coming from. Because it was dark, but, like, it was a nice neighborhood, so I wasn't really afraid of sketchy activity or anything. So I start walking, and it was fine. There's about 3 houses from where they live to this other street that I needed to turn a corner on to keep going, to like start going north. And mind you though, the 3 houses in between are very large, so it's still a pretty, it's an okay distance. And I'm like halfway to the corner, and all of a sudden I hear some rustling coming from across the street. And I look over, and it's a coyote. A coyote's like coming out of these bushes and stuff, and I was like, okay, it's fine. There's nothing to be worried about because he's just gonna go into somebody's yard, and that's gonna be that. And then I'm gonna continue my walk in peace. But that wasn't the case. The coyote was keeping very good eye contact with me the entire time he was coming out of the bushes, and I was like, okay, I can't even fucking keep eye contact with people, much less animals, and scary coyotes. So, I'm like watching this coyote, and he's just looking at me and coming closer to me, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna start walking a little bit faster. We gonna pick up the pace. We gonna get in our steps right now. And you know, it didn't go into somebody's yard. It followed me. It kept following me. I'm not even joking with you. I was starting to get a little freaked out. My mind started racing a little bit. I was like, okay. So coyotes usually if they're gonna attack something, they attack in a group, and because, you know, strength in numbers and stuff. So I don't really think this lone coyote is gonna attack me. But what do I do if it does? You know, I was just, all these things were going through my head. And I saw these people at the corner, so I was like, okay, great. These people will see my predicament and they will help me. Plus, there was a lady who was walking 3 small dogs, so I really wanted to warn her that there was a coyote right behind me and to be careful of her dogs. But by the time I reached the corner, she had crossed the street, so my window to be like, hey, there's a coyote behind me, you might want to watch your dogs. My pet coyote's just, you know, oh my god, you know what, I had a coyote who kept coming to our house. Maybe that was the same one. No, I'm kidding. It definitely wasn't the same one. So there were like other people at the corner, and so I thought they would see me and help me. So I turned the corner and I'm walking, I keep walking. It's probably like the distance from me to that pole on my bed. Like, it was really close to me. I'm not even kidding with you. And so I'm picking up the pace. I call my mom because I need to get out of this situation. So I'm like, Mom, I need you to come pick me up right now. Like, you need to hurry up because there's a coyote right behind me and I don't know what's gonna happen right now. It just kept following me. It kept following me. It followed me for so long. And my mom finally pulls up, and so I start running to that car, and I'm like, Mom, let me in, because the door was fucking locked. And so I was like, Mom, please unlock the door now. And by that time, it was even closer. It was even closer. And I was freaking out, and so she finally unlocks the door. I jump in the car, and I close the door. She just so happened to bring our dog with her. Like, that's great. That's great. What if just, I don't know, something happened? She jumped in the front seat while I was opening the door and, like, ran out and tried to get the coyote? Like, what? I can't believe she just so happened to bring our dog for that day. Anyways, that was the story. My mom, like, honked her horn at it and it ran away, and that was my day. That was my day. I left being stressed. Such a good time. Good time to be alive. Alright guys, I am going to have to end this video here. Hopefully I make it in... hopefully I don't have to record anymore, but I'm about to head out to Target. I'm like all fucking dressed up for Target because, you know, I'm that girl. I hate myself. I actually hate myself. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hey, thumbs up, my dudes. And comment down below. And subscribe if you want to unsubscribe. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys!